Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to talk about pound US dollar as we've had the interest rate rise from the Bank of England. So interest rates have gone from 4.25% to 4.5%. These are the highest rates since 2008, and the Bank of England really wanted to control that inflation rate, which still is above 10%. They reckon by the end of the fourth quarter we could be down to 5.1%, which isn't quite at the target they would like to be at, but is significantly lower. So they're looking to halve the inflation deficit here by some way, and it'll be interesting to see if the Bank of England continue to hike rates further. We'll probably see rates come up into 4.75%, even closer to 5%, as they try and bring those inflation rates down. Following that news, though, we did get some news out of the US, and that was core PPI, which came in at the expected 0.2%. PPI month on month coming in at 0.2%, above the minus 0.4% and below forecasts of the 0.3%. But importantly, unemployment claims rose to 264,000, and the dollar has actually strengthened off the back of that. And that it could be because investors have been sort of pricing in the potential pause from the Federal Reserve on rate hikes, and this information here, despite PPI rising, the unemployment claims rising, is something interesting due to the fact that the Federal Reserve are keeping a close eye on those labour market figures. And if we start to see further unemployment in the US, that could obviously lead to less spending in the economy. Less spending will obviously lead to lower inflation. So that's what they're looking for there, and we know the inflation rate in the US is coming down, so they're probably getting closer to a pause now, and the dollar has actually reacted quite positively to that data, so maybe the pricing of that has come in as well. Now, we did discuss this week pound US dollar, the fact that we come up into the one spot 26.50 handle. We discussed that potentially if the dollar did remain weak, that price could trade through this one spot 26.50, considering the fact that the Bank of England were likely to hike interest rates as well. However, we tried to get above the one spot 26.50. The buyers didn't really find value above there. We saw price kind of come back below, close below, and then today price has traded lower, and now we're kind of heading back towards some key areas of structure. Now, again, we have to ask ourselves the question: we were trading between sort of a range at the one spot 24.50 and the one spot 18.50. If price breaks back below the one spot 24.50 handle, we could start to see pound US dollar prices come back down towards the lows here at the one spot 23.50, even the one spot 22 handle. Now, what I would expect is some kind of pullback here before seeing any kind of continuation if price were to continue. Now, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, lovely double top formation formed here, very strong rejection. This candlestick pattern is quite a familiar one. If you were looking for key rejections, we basically had two candles that look identical, but one was a strong bullish candlestick, one was a strong bearish candlestick, and those type of candlestick patterns at support and resistance can often lead to reversals happening. So we're trading through the one spot 25.80 low of this double top pattern. So if price was to come back up in and around that area and reject, we could potentially see lower prices in the short term for cable. So keep your eyes on that one. It's going to be an interesting dynamic still because of the fact the Bank of England are going to continue to raise rates, but we may look for pound opportunities across other markets where maybe we get some poor performing currencies that we can take a look at. The pound against US dollar might not be one of those, considering that it's starting to find a little bit of bullish momentum at the moment. So we'll see how this one plays out. Let's see what we could do for the pound potentially going into next week. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.